Hello, I'm Tom, a corporate competency training expert. We are, and will be talking a lot about customer objections because they are truly the heart of this subject. In fact, throughout your sales career, you'll encounter numerous rejections and objections from various customer groups, and customers can even be quite creative. You may be surprised by the sheer number of objections they can come up with: dozens, hundreds, even thousands of different objections you never imagined before. But my dear friend, here's the good news for you. According to statistics, no matter how many hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of customer objections arise, regardless of the situation or context, they always fall into 6 common types of objections. The first type of customer objection is that they have no need. This means that when a salesperson introduces a product to you, such as a watch, a car, or an apartment, you refuse because you already own one. You've already bought that watch, you already have that car, and you've already got that apartment, so you simply have no need for it anymore. Does that make sense to you? The second type of objection is having no desire, which is different from having no need. This means that when a salesperson offers you a watch, a car, or an apartment, even though you've never bought one before, you have no desire to own it. You have no intention of acquiring it, and so, you reject it. The third type of objection is not having money. Objections related to money are quite easy to understand. But I want to emphasize that when someone says they don't have money, it usually means they don't want to spend or it's beyond their budget, not that they literally don't have the money. Often, people use the excuse of not having money as a false reason for rejecting a deal or transaction. The fourth type of objection is not urgent, not in a hurry. This means they don't have time or are busy with other priorities, or they simply don't need to rush or feel pressured to purchase the product or service right away. This is also a common reason, but it's important to understand the underlying meaning behind the objection. It may not be a genuine objection at all. The fifth type of objection is that the price is too high, the price is too expensive. Again, we're talking about real objections here, not those using price as an excuse for another hidden reason. When customers think the price is too high, it's usually due to 2 factors. First, they don't fully understand the value of the product or service, thinking it doesn't justify the cost. Second, they've seen the same product or service offered elsewhere for a lower price, so they assume your price is higher than necessary. Do you follow? You can refer to the wonderful lessons on this topic in the session on Winning the Price War, where I'll share numerous strategies to help you overcome the fierce competition over pricing in today's market. The final and 6th type of objection, the most common of all, is that the customer doesn't trust you. This is the largest group, but it's rarely spoken directly. Instead, customers circle around it with various other reasons. But in truth, this is the biggest issue, though it's seldom voiced. Trust is typically broken down into 3 factors. First, they don't trust you, the salesperson. This is the most significant factor. Second, they don't trust the product or service you offer to deliver any meaningful value. And third, they don't trust your company's reputation or the quality of your brand. Once you understand this, it's as if you've unlocked the 6 main exit routes customers take, and now you can guide them back into your sales matrix. Are you with me so far? There are 2 ways to help you apply the rule of 6 objections to handle customer rejections effectively. The first way is to prepare a list of objections in advance. You should compile a list of all the objections your company has received over the past week, month, or even year. Once you have this list, start organizing them into the 6 logical categories and handle customer objections accordingly. I want to reassure you once again that no matter how many objections you receive, they will always fall within these 6 categories. Each industry may have different types of objections, but it's always the same 6 factors. The second way is to conduct a completion exercise. If your company or sales team doesn't have a list of objections from the past week, month, or year, this may be the first time you're hearing about this technique. You can apply it by gathering everyone together and brainstorming answers to the following question. What are the reasons why we cannot sell to all potential customers if they don't say X? List all the X answers, compile them, and start grouping them into 6 logical folders of the most common customer objections relevant to your product, industry, and company. This is a powerful tool used by both large and small companies worldwide. This exercise has been a highly effective method I've used in my sales training programs, and no one has ever been disappointed by its results. For example, one of my former companies successfully implemented this by preparing an Excel folder for the sales team, which included 6 sheets representing the 6 most common customer objections. Each sheet contained 10 to 20 pre-written responses that could leave customers impressed, convinced, and even speechless. Whenever an objection came up, the salesperson could identify which of the 6 categories it fell into, open the corresponding sheet, and select the most appropriate answer to respond in any situation, whether on the phone or in person. My dear friend, let's imagine, discuss, and compile the most concise, effective, and practical responses for all customer objections related to the 6 factors mentioned above. Then, practice them, use them flexibly, and compare them with the methods you've used before. Coordinate various responses for specific scenarios, whether you're interacting with customers over the phone, face-to-face, or through written communication like emails. By mastering these strategies and navigating through the entire process of handling objections and closing deals successfully, I've personally applied this with great success, allowing me to take control in many objection scenarios. It's as if we've created a battlefield of strategies aimed directly at the customer's heart, propelling you to a higher level, a new realm of mastery in handling objections. Are you ready to advance to the next exciting key step?